Hey gang, it's Ron again over at bulletprooflease.com. Okay, so today's tip is unfortunately one that you're going to have to experience if you're in the low income rental business long enough. It's just the way it is. It's a headache filled business, but I got to tell you, it's wildly profitable. Have you ever met a broke slumlord? Of course not, right? We're hated, but we're not broke. So today's tip is sort of along those lines. Here's what ends up happening. In the low income markets, some tenants, not all tenants, but especially professional tenants in that realm, as soon as you evict them, for whatever reason, that's another video, I'm happy to do eviction videos. What happens is as soon as you give them a notice to quit or whatever that's called in your area to begin the eviction process, they're going to immediately start calling the city on you, right? I see a cockroach, my door handle's broken, and they're just going to complain to the city. Why would they do that? Because they know you got to deal with it. It's a pain in the ass, right? So what happens is now you got to show up or have your maintenance guy show up, and the city knows it's bullshit, right? They know that, but they're still going to show up every single time, and they're just wasting your time. So what I have in my 31-page lease is Mr. and Mrs. Tenant, you are certainly welcome to call the city on me at any time. That's your right to do that, and we respect that right. However, if the city fails to find any corrective action is needed, then you owe us $195. So guys, we make it hurt, okay? And then of course, but Ron, that's great that you say that, but they're not going to write you a check. No, but I'm evicting you, right? I have your security deposit, right? So, obviously laws are different everywhere, but that's generally how we did it. So guys, that's in my 31-page lease. And if you don't have a lease that is quote unquote bulletproof, you're going to get killed in this business. Landlords are hated. The laws are heavily weighted against us. Thus, a 31-page copyrighted lease written by a slumlord. I must have spent 10 grand on attorneys over the years, updating it and things like that. And I'll sell it to you. Visit bulletprooflease.com. Thanks.